How y'all doing tonight? I'm AR.
And I'm Versally, aka Tiny.
And we are
Knee deep in the shit.
Hey. Today,
And AR, who we got today?
man, look at him. We got none other than my brother from another motherfucking Michael Boykin. I don't want to throw it good man out there, but I done threw it out there. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Mr. O'Malley, the alley cat, the Duke of Dance, the Prince of Party, like you know what I'm saying? Mr. Street Poet himself.
Street Poet.
Bronx, the Street Poet.
What's happening?
What's happening,
What's
baby?
happening?
Good to have you here, man.
Hey,
you know what I'm
man,
saying?
it's about that time.
No.
It's about that time.
Y'all, we
Thank
have
y'all
an
for having me.
exclusive episode because not only do we have the Street Poet, the Bronx, but we also have collectively together we have the Alphabet Boys.
The Alphabet Boys. Or like AR likes to personally say, the Alphabet Boys.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? That's how it said.
Y'all,
So,
I had to show a little titty to get both of them on here. Okay?
Hey, it's crazy that a lot of people don't realize that though. Like how far we go back and what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like we never been. I think the thing is we never been two people that try to restrict each other or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we always made our own music too. So it's like we've grown as artists separately and together. But it's like, man, it's
been a
different
journey,
feeling.
man. It's been a journey.
It's a
Well,
different
let's talk
feeling
about
being in
that
the
journey
studio with him.
because, like, you know, I actually like just being out with AR because, like, recently me and AR we went out and like when I tell you like every 5 fucking minutes. Somebody was coming up to AR, yo, I'm such a fan. Like they love him. They and like we want to get into the root of that. So like, can y'all tell us like the origin of the Alphabet Boys?
Bruh, I always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me, like, you know what I'm saying? The reason I started really rapping was because of, you know what I'm saying, AR, because, like, I started off rapping, writing poetry. I wrote a poem for a girl, gave it to her, you know what I'm saying? You used to write letters, fold them shits all tight.
Nobody does that
You know what I'm
anymore.
saying? Yeah,
Nobody
niggas ain't
writes a
got no
poem for that
game.
girl no more.
But you know, around middle school, you know what I'm saying, I was writing poems in the little letters and stuff. And I fucked around, gave one to a little chick. She played me out in front of everybody. I was like, ain't no poem, it's a song. It's a song. You know what I'm saying? She's like, if it's a song, rap it, because it flipped on it, you know what I'm saying? So I snatched the shit back, and niggas like, do that shit at recess. So I got them, you know what I'm saying? I studied it, rapped it, and you know, the reception I got from the shit was good, you know what I'm saying? And then I met Josh. She was already doing music, like, he was doing different shit, you feel me? And I got introduced to June, all of that. Like, we was cool beforehand. Like, we had a class together, Miss Hewitt class. You know
We
what I'm
met in
saying?
9th grade in Miss Hewitt's class. It was a computer class. And this nigga, man, we was sitting each
wild.
other and we just connected, tripping, laughing, saw the world from the same perspective, laughing at different little shit. Oh man, that motherfucker fine right there, ain't it? But these motherfuckers about stupid as hell, ain't they? You know what I'm saying? And we connected.
Yeah.
And my nigga, we had C lunch. So we went to lunch together
Oh my
through this
God,
period.
not C lunch,
C
ABC lunch.
That was the worst lunch to have back then. You had to wait
Hillcrest
on-
days.
You had to wait on that fucking C lunch. So we had C lunch. So me and this nigga started walking to lunch together, chilling at lunch. We eat together. This my nigga. We came my nigga. You know what I mean? We got real cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like he said at the time, I was in the fundamental stages of that 9th grade year I was. And that 10th grade year, we dropped our albums and shit. We got to beefing with some niggas on the local front, on the music scene. And this nigga was a real nigga. He was my friend. Like, he was with me the whole time. He was there. He was chilling. He would ride around bumping the shit. You know, he pull up on me. Hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Bumping
listen.
my shit. Like, I be like, what's up, my nigga? He riding to the shit. You know what I'm
Kilo
saying?
Camp was something different, man.
Kilo Camp. This was during the Kilo Camp era. Shout out Big June, Shawty Raw, Young Q, Moon, Cannon, Reese B, Kilo Camp. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always come over this nigga house, you know what I'm saying? We used to scheme on females and shit together, you know what I mean?
The worst way.
In our adolescence, you know what I mean?
Nigga, remember we rapped down the motherfucking house, nigga.
But we rappelled down the house. We would
hey, look, Tiny, you don't even understand. See, I understand this podcast and shit, but this is my nigga, so we finna trip. Listen, man, look, this is the only nigga that I know when I was young. This nigga wanted pussy bad as I did. Like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, we done been through the war in the ringer for some pussy.
Scorpio season.
Look, I used to live in a 2-story house, right? First 2-story house my mama ever bought. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Spartanburg. Like, we ain't never had shit. We moved up in this 2-story house, but I'm like, damn, bitches is biting. Like, motherfuckers is feeling me, you know what I'm saying? So, me and AR cool as fuck, you feel me? We been kicking it for a minute. This my nigga. Man, we fucking around, get on some girls. I'm like, damn. Bro, we gonna have to sneak out. But the stairs used to creak. So I was like, bro, we gonna have to repair down the window.
We were repaired.
We on the side
of the sheets together.
Rapunzel that shit.
Bro, when it did make it so bad, look, I had a car, right? My car was fucked up.
A blue Dion.
Mimi, a bright ass blue Dion. Bumper miss and every damn thing. This was my first car. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that bitch, it was loud when it cranked up, so we got them Fred Flintstone and that bitch down the road. They get some ass, bro. I'm talking about, man, we been in the ops neighborhood. We done drove through a snowstorm.
We put that bitch in Detroit, Fred it down the street, they crank it up when we get down the street. We on.
I'm talking about, we knocked
off in the night.
We done went to see some chicks, you know what I'm saying?
In the ops neighborhood. Niggas we beefing with neighborhood now. We go to their neighborhood scheming on they hoes, you feel me?
But even past that, like we went to see some chicks, we fucked around and goddamn, it's snowing, right? It's one of them years we had a bad snowstorm. We going to see some chicks. It's the middle of the night. I snuck out and shit. My headlights fucked up. We sliding all over the road. We done slid into the people's sign and knocked the sign.
To the Project Banister. You know how you
we going to the hood.
And I'm leaning like a Project Banister. Every time I hear that, I think about us hitting straight into that side.
But we had fun though, man. Like, man, teenage years the best, man. Like, this is my real friend, like, even before the music, you feel me? I think that's what separates us as a duo from other duos, like real life situations, you know what I'm saying?
So I was at this nigga house, and we used to spend the night at each other's house, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga randomly started singing one day, just, I don't wanna know if you're playing me. I was like, damn, nigga, you can sing? I was like, nigga, you can sing? Like, I ain't know you could sing. This nigga like, yo, I be doing a little something, you know what I'm saying? So, skip forward, you know what I mean? We street niggas, man. We was in the street real heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was breaking in niggas' houses and shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? Young, dumb shit. And my nigga, being the real nigga he is, you know, when he got caught up, he never folded, never put niggas' names and shit, never did none of that shit, but he was caught. So, you know, he had a time in the era where he had to sit down and kind of, you know. And during that era is when we created the Alphabet Boys, you know what I'm saying? We was already friends. And, you know, he was going through.
So who came up with the name? Let me ask you that.
Shit. Oh, that's a good question.
Did.
I might have did.
Did you?
I think it was accidental too. I think it was kind of
accident.
Cause we had a song called It's the Coming of Some Real Niggas. Called the doctor partner fucking with some ill niggas. We real Spartanburg, Greenville niggas. Call a doctor boy. Yeah, that shit is fire, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So on that song, in the beginning of the song, I came on that bitch and like, it's the Alphabet Boys. Like I always said, it's the mouth, and it stuck because I'm ARSP. He was street poet. I was AR. And it stuck. So we had a foundation from there. So we already was friends and we knew each other like R&B real heavy. Like I told you earlier, this nigga listened to Luther, a whole bunch of other shit that other people, and we just, it was like you said, we met for a reason. Like when that was discovered, we went in. We just started coming up with shit back to back, and the chemistry and the way we was coming on shit was so unique, you know what I'm saying? And I was already I was on the 5-star 2 at the time, so I was pretty seasoned, you know what I'm saying? I was on my shit. I was on my bars. I was really taking it serious. I was trying to really become into my own as an artist. And this nigga, it was innate with him. I mean, he had melodies. He could rap. It was intricate. It was the type of rap that you had to listen to.
It was just the adolescence. I didn't know how to write bars and all of that shit. I didn't care about none of that shit. I just wanted to, I wanted my homeboys to think I was dope, cause we was all cool and like, you know what I'm saying? Even in the sense like, this nigga always been nice with that shit, bro. So even, you know, we go to the studio and they play some shit he already recorded. It's, Kilo Count used to be big. It used to be like 20 artists, not to mention like 100 niggas that's just fuck with, you know what I'm saying? The niggas that's around, but I'm talking about you got a whole house full of niggas going crazy. They play his shit, you feel me? And you know, he's schooling me. He like, bro, you need to do music, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You doing all this other shit. And I just, you know what I'm saying, I fell in love with it too, you know what I'm saying? I fell in love with the feeling, like, even at Spoonies, like, that was our first time performing, well, my first time performing. But bro, we were just wild. It was Spoonies back in the day. It was like a fucking a liquor house type vibe.
You ever heard of Spoonies? Mm-mm. Okay.
It's what
about you, Mike? You know about Spoonies? Okay.
Man,
look,
in
Greenville back in the day, Spoonies was a club off of Pleasantburg. Across the street from the hot spot. Talk your shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Across the street from the hot spot in the district now. You're on the edge of the district where the district meets Conisty and Malden pretty much.
Right.
So you on a borderline pretty much. And I'm talking about my nigga June. You know what I mean? This nigga, he moved out to McNeese Street over there.
This shit like 2 streets over from
2 streets over from Spoonies. And we made our mark out there. Simpsonville, Malden, Golden Strip niggas. You know what I'm saying? We out there turning that shit up. You know what I mean?
They had an open mic.
They had an open mic night at Spoonies. Now this how I met Ricky Prince. Do
shout
Dirty.
out Ricky Prince.
Shout out Ricky
Do
Prince.
Dirty,
Straight
Sid,
shots.
Spoonie.
We were Simpsonville, Fountain Inn, Malden niggas. You know what I'm saying? In theory. We were making hot music, but we didn't have, the internet wasn't what it was now, so you didn't have a way to get that shit out to people in Greenville unless you really went out there and met motherfuckers. You had to go hand to hand, you had to sell CDs, and you had to talk to motherfuckers, and you had to do that shit, you know what I'm saying?
It was more networking.
It was more networking, more hands-on.
Crazy. You know what I just realized about that shit though?
Yeah.
Bro, Sid paid for our whole like documentary shit, bro.
That's crazy.
Back then, like we was young.
Sid, if you watching, bro, reach out, man. Go ahead,
for real,
man.
You know what I'm saying? But that
off.
nigga paid for our whole. Like we shot a DVD with shots, man. Like we was just wild. We used to roll 50, 60 deep everywhere we go. So we was just rocking every week. And we was just wild, you know what I'm saying? But we always been different, you know?
So we went up to Spoonies, man, and like he said, open mic night one night, and we killed it. And I remember going to the DJ booth to RIP Do Dirty, man. I remember going up there talking to Do Dirty in the DJ booth, and he was like, man, y'all do this, man, y'all this shit was hot. Y'all got a lot of songs like that? I was like, yeah. He said, come back tomorrow night and bring a whole set. And if y'all do good, you know what I'm saying, we'll talk. So we rounded up all the boys from the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, let everybody know we had a big show the next night, and that's the iconic show on YouTube right now, on the DVD, on our documentary. Nigga, we went in there and we killed that shit. We did about a 15, 16 song set, killed it. And some of these songs I've taken and revised and put on Franklin Saint. Some of the same songs that we did, I've taken and put
timeless music.
Timeless music, you know what I mean? Years later, people fell in love with it all over again on Franklin Saint. But I say all that to say, we killed that shit, and they started telling us, hey man, that shit was so hard, y'all niggas gotta slide up here every Friday. So every Friday for 4 months, we did Spoonies in Greenville, and that's how the Alphabet Boys, ARson, Street Poet, became known in Greenville, in the city limits of Greenville. That's why now when we go out places,
they know.
That
They
was
know
the
y'all.
fundamental.
If you was around
That was the
during that
prenatal
Spoonie-
of that. You know what I'm
during
saying?
That Spoonie era, bro. Shouts out to you, cause bro, that was the era of Four Locos and Steel Reserves.
Steel
and
Reserves,
Mad Dog
nigga.
2020.
We
bro.
was fucked up. We was 2021. You could get
Going
dollar
crazy.
shots at this house liquor at this place. We was in there fucked up.
Fucked
I mean, the
Fucked
women
up.
in there loved us. We was nasty. We was like Kevin Gates.
I know it. I already know just how y'all are now. I already know y'all nasty.
We was
Just all the
nasty.
stories I be hearing. Okay.
Man, we had
Hey, real shit, but we was some young smooth niggas though. You know what
How
I'm
you
saying?
came up on them girls?
Yeah, listen, man, I was just so smooth
They were
with the
like,
shit.
damn. Hey,
They
play my
like
song,
that
AR.
shit.
You know my shit, AR.
What you wanna do?
What you wanna do?
Man,
What you
listen.
wanna do? Do you wanna make this money? Cause we'll shit getting high. Like, it was like, the music we was making was like, before its time. Like,
I think it was the more of the influence.
and that was you. You came up with that
bro.
hook, nigga.
But the thing about it was, think about it though, bro. All our inspiration came from like what we was living, what we was going through in movies. Cause you know what I'm saying, even still, like I was on house arrest. You know what I'm saying? I fucked around, got my own studio set up. That's how we formulated all this shit. And you know what I'm saying? Bro used to just come over my house for days. So while he was over there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got shit to do. You feel me? I'm on house arrest. We recording. And then
I'm in here with this nigga,
when we get
AR, of
tired
all
of
people.
recording, when we get tired of recording, we go in here and watch a movie all night. We watching Bossing Up and the Mac and shit like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Y'all
Like
spending
his
time with
daddy,
each other.
His
Yeah.
daddy was a big inspiration behind the shit because he was a movie buff like I was. Like we used to watch shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it inspired us. Like
Yeah.
we always fell in love with the lifestyle. I think that's another thing we had in common besides the love of music. Like the feel, you know, I fell in love with the feel of music. Like that's why I listen to Luther and like old school music I used to listen to growing up. My mom played that shit every Saturday morning. Like that was a trigger to know it's time to get up and clean up type shit. Like
Yeah,
she blasted
that was your
shit
norm.
through the house, get your ass up, pour this pine sol in this buggy, get the mopping. You know what I'm saying? So it played a major
That was
part.
a piece. It was a piece.
It was a piece.
Yeah, for sure.
They even
yeah.
go back to like when we were in slavery, like when we were working in the fields, what did they do? They would sing.
Sing.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that goes hand in hand. Like when
It's
we
the
are being
feeling.
productive and we're working as a
Shit a
people,
release.
as Africans, we work, we sing, we make that shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit is fire. That shit is fire. Hell
So
yeah, bro.
okay, one, I want to say like Bronx. I just seen like your most recent like video, the '70s thing.
Oh yeah. Blow my
Man,
mind.
that shit
Fire.
is cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
You rich
Appreciate
stupid.
that.
Man.
Appreciate
Shout
that.
out Voice Box.
yes, shout
Yeah.
out Boyz Five.
Shout out the
Yeah,
GOAT
big
Voice
bro.
Box. You know what I'm saying?
More than a videographer. That's a big bro, a mentor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
talk about some of the things that you have going on right now, because like talking about all the stuff that y'all did with the Alphabet Boys and tying it into how it's making you into an artist right now. How do you feel like all that connects together?
So with the Alphabet Boys, I feel like bro inspired me to do music, you know what I'm saying? He helped me learn how to write bars, but more so than that, we grew together, you know what I'm saying, as
Yeah,
a
we
duo. Like, we really, you know what I'm saying, found love in this shit. And, you know, I feel like to any new artist that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, find you somebody that have your best interests at heart with this shit, because you'll go a lot further, you know what I'm saying? Even not just the artist, to anybody doing anything, you know, because we all need a pat on the back and, you know, stuff like that. When I
Encouragement.
first started this shit, I didn't give a damn what nobody thought about me. I was doing this shit to try to get better, you feel me? And, you know, I feel like, you know, everything too soft nowadays, because I did get those comments like, oh, you whack, oh, you need to do this, that, and the third. And, you know, I never succumbed to the bullshit. Like, I just felt like I was different. People didn't understand, and you know what I'm saying? I really didn't give a fuck, really, to be real. I love doing the shit. I love music. And I think, like, back then, it was more of a feeling. Even being young, you know, it just more so than just working on my craft, it became the hunger to be successful with the shit, to spread my word. You know, it's never with me. It's never really been about the money. You know, that's why I just invested in my own studio. Like, I put in the 10,000 hours to learn how to engineer as well as be an artist, you know, because I want to be better. I want to be the best at my craft. You know, if you don't put in the time, you can't get better. And I feel like the times back then cultivated me for what I'm dealing with now. You know, back then, if we would have got a record deal, we had plenty of record deal offers and stuff even when we was young. But I feel like by the grace of God, we ain't signed because this shit is a trick and a shame and a sham. You feel me? Like, I didn't
now
get
we know
no
what we
people.
know.
I've been offered record deals now, but it's like, these record labels be like, you ask too many questions, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm reading this shit like, man, this shit don't make no sense. You give me $100,000, I owe you $500,000, you get to pick the songs, 7 albums, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
You know?
You get shitted on with the deals.
Yeah, so.
It's not even a deal at this point.
So at the end of the day, you know, you gotta find what you love about this shit and just embrace it. And I feel like back then, like what made me keep going is, you know, really being in bro's shadow and being like, damn, by one day I just want these niggas to realize, like, shit, I got something to say too. This my nigga, this nigga understand what I'm saying, but these niggas don't understand. Like, I love bro to death because he was that one person for me that kept pushing me like, nah, bro, don't worry about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I already heard it.
Don't worry about that shit. Like, I know what you mean by this, and the third.
Having a strong foundation, like, as a support system, because, like, you have people, I feel like, that may not have your best interests at all times. Like, because niggas is in, like, competition every day.
Secretly, too.
Secretly. So even, because, like, both of y'all, like, y'all both have, like I said, it's equally, like, when y'all go out, it's both of y'all get praise. It ain't like, oh, well, I like Bronx from the you know.
But
it's
see,
just,
the thing, that's the difference between what we bring to the table and other groups. I can truly say this. It's never been a time when we wasn't competing on a song. We can openly say that shit because bro inspired me to do music. He's always been better than me. I've been little bro in this shit. So it's been plenty of times I done crumbled shit up and rewrote.
Can't say that no more.
And you know what I'm saying?
You a bad motherfucker, baby.
Bro, but even still, like,
motherfucker, baby.
Like, I always respected bro as the big bro and just doing my thing. And that's never made me crawl into a corner or be like, damn, like, I hate that. I hate he getting that love. I hate that. No, I've always tried to push bro, like, bro, these niggas feeling that shit. Nigga, make 10, 100 more motherfuckers. He
always supported me, bro. Bronx.
Always,
you heard
bro.
Pusha tell us that the other night. He was like, yo, that nigga Bronx always loved your shit.
That's the difference.
This nigga would, like I told you, he pull up before and like bumping my always, bro.
Yeah,
always,
you can want the best for yourself and better for your homeboy too. Like, I don't understand where a divide came between that. You know what I'm saying?
Jealous
with a lot of people,
man.
I've never been jealous of my homie, you know what I'm saying? Because this is more like my brother. Like, his mama, my mama, his mama. Like, we ain't had no full support circle growing up.
When I came to his house, his mama treated me with the utmost respect, whatever I needed, and vice versa. When he came to mine, my mama, he was an extension.
And they was a big inspiration on my shit now too, because at the end of the day, like, we've been in this shit for a long time, and if you don't find new inspiration, you know what I'm saying, you'll falter out. So I think I found my inspiration where it's being like, I realized at some point, I don't know when in my music career, I realized like everything ain't for everybody. So do you. And it's as simple as that, because a lot of times we complicate everything we trying to do because we think that people got a microscope on us and what we doing in every little thing. And once I really, you know what I'm saying, realize that people ain't dissecting everything I'm saying, everything I'm doing, and stop giving a fucking realizing like, damn, you fucked up inside in some ways too. I'm fucked up inside in some ways. Damn, you ain't got it all figured out neither. And just you know what I'm saying, grasped that concept and just said, you know what, I'm gonna just do me and speak about my experiences and the way I feel and let the music just flow and be a feeling more so than trying to just write the hardest shit in the world. Cause I spent timeless hours trying to write the hardest shit in the world to no avail, because even when I feel like that's the hardest shit in the world, everybody else don't feel like that. They picking away, you ain't got no ad libs.
Yeah.
This, that, and the third. I let go of all of that.
It hurt when you try to drive a point home musically or creatively and it don't 100% hit and resonate the way you wanted it to.
But at the end of the day, I learned to accept that. So I started making music that makes me feel good. Like my latest project, Push and Pull, that was really an album just, you know, showcasing like...
Tell us about Push and Pull.
Everybody goes through every emotion. Like, that was really inspired by one day with my son, one occurrence. Like, I'm in my son's life actively every day. But my son trying to do music. So I see the struggle in him trying to do music because he worried about being too soft. He worried about people saying he a simp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if he get on some deep ventilating R&B shit. Yeah.
That nigga a lover boy. He ain't no gangster. He ain't never had to be in the streets.
But if he get too into that, they gonna judge him. Wow.
So you know, I looked at him and was like, wait a minute, this the picture I'm painting for my son. Like, oh, you gotta be stiff, you gotta be hard, you gotta wear a frown all the time. Like way back, I used to smile a lot, even though I was bad as fuck. I'd shoot you, rob you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I used to smile. It was just my natural character, you know what I'm saying? And I remember niggas told me stop smiling in front of the camera because the shit make you look weak. It took me a long time to get past doing that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The things a simple statement like that can do to your character is crazy, but you know, realizing...
Trying to fit in and appease people, that's what it comes down to.
Seeing the same attributes and traits in my son with stuff like that, it made me say, wait a minute, son, you can be cold, you can knock a nigga out, but when you do, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna do after?
But
see, a lot of niggas rob niggas, shoot niggas, go out here, do whatever, do what they gotta do to survive. But at some point, you gonna love somebody gonna love you. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what makes the Alphabet Boys the Alphabet Boys.
You go through
just
every
to interject,
emotion.
we are not afraid to be vulnerable and human and talk about real shit.
Humanity.
Like women, friendships, problems in our life. But we raw niggas, like
real niggas.
Real niggas, like I don't even like to, glorify the shit, but I'm a raw nigga. By standard of what it is you supposed to be, I've done things that the average motherfucker couldn't do or wouldn't get through. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so that's what makes the Alphabet Boys the Alphabet Boys. The humanity side of it all, but still being cutthroat, this motherfucker.
And being
you know what I'm saying?
Vulnerable, whatever. Like, I just wanted to, on that album, on Push and Pull, I just wanted to show every emotion. It's really about the ups and downs of love, like loving somebody that don't love you, not wanting to see them with somebody else, or them not wanting to see you with somebody else, and the whole revolving circle of dealing with that same person or dealing with somebody else. The ups and downs of love, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know love, you'll be out here, man, listen, I know some people that don't know love. And, they've gone through life, with nothing to attain, no goals, no goals attainable enough for somebody with no love because they don't see the next level. They don't see the future in what they're doing. You feel me? I never want to be like that. I don't want to be a robot. You feel me?
Well, I feel like you well on your way to not being, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. For real.
AR, what projects do you have going? I know I recently you've been working, you've been performing and stuff like that. So what you been recently doing?
I got a bunch of new songs that I haven't released yet. That's in the vault type shit. But I was going through them the other day, and I think I'm gonna release another album called James St. Patrick. And James St. Patrick is a spin-off Franklin Saint. If you follow Franklin Saint, you know that's Snowfall. And I was feeling like Franklin Saint for a while, but now I feel like James St. Patrick. I'm trying to get out the game. I got different aspirations. I got different shit I want to do, like Ghost from Power now. So I got a bunch of songs. I got a bunch of ideas. I even went as far as to write down the names of these songs, and I'm gonna challenge myself to create songs surrounded around the name of the song, because the name of the song is what emotion I was feeling and evoked at the time. So James St. Patrick will be on the way soon, but for now, when the Sadness of My Madness, Franklin, Saint, 5 Star to 5, they are all in heavy rotation.
Shit, so hard.
You know what I'm saying? At the current moment. But I realistically speaking, by the end of the year, I want to have James St. Patrick all the way out, because it ain't shit for me to go in there and just
Don't
lock
hold
in.
it back no more.
Not holding it back. Not holding it back at
got a
all.
lot of music, man. We got music together that we about to drop.
Oh
like.
yeah, we finna drop a whole
Oh,
another
yeah.
Alphabet Boy album. Like we like 10, 11 songs in.
Yeah.
We really could go ahead and drop, because these days albums you ain't gotta have
Yeah, you ain't gotta have the full thing.
a full long album these days.
People
so
doing singles more.
Yeah.
with that said, we should probably do about 3 more songs and then really seriously sit down
Just
and
drop it,
decipher
bro.
through them motherfuckers, man.
I feel like a song is just a song, bro. All that shit fire. We so damn. We've been doing this shit so long, bro. We can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? If some of these niggas can make it these days, like we can drop whatever we got. I don't
Yeah.
care. We do it sleepy.
So
For real.
What do y'all feel like separates y'all as a group from other groups in history?
I would say the diversity. That's the word that separates us from all, because like you say, we sing, we rap. I mean, my man do real pop music, dog. Like Billboard 100 type music. You know what I mean? I do R&B, and I'm very bar focused. I like to switch up. We got country songs. We got Afro beats. We got reggae. We got motherfucking, you name it. You know what I'm saying? So even with Outkast and Field Mob and Migos, City Girls, and these are all dope groups. You get what I'm saying? You can't take nothing from them. Even back to older groups like the Temptations, and fucking, you know, we are the most diverse set of individuals that calling themselves a group that has ever set foot breathing on music. On a microphone,
like,
in my humble opinion. I really genuinely feel like that.
And
That's
the
not saying
brotherhood.
that we're better than anybody else, but we make a collection of different type of music more frequently and to a different level than anybody else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what makes the
I
Alphabet Boys.
think what makes us different too is we okay. You know, we thrive as artists separate too, but we don't, that shit never go to our ego. It never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem with him dropping music by himself. You don't have a problem with me dropping music by myself. It's not gonna deter us. It's not gonna make us stop doing music. It's not gonna, if people receive this shit better than me, I ain't gonna goddamn be like, oh man, I gotta go back to the drawing board, this, that, and the thing. I'm gonna salute my brother and goddamn keep going, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we just different, man. We got brotherhood before this shit, so, you know, the music is just one factor of our relationship. It ain't really just, that ain't the boiling point to our relationship. Like, this my brother. I call on him, check on him every fucking day, regardless if we doing music together or not. You feel me? It's been
But
like that.
sometimes life get a hold of us and we don't talk for a few days, you know what I mean, maybe a week or so, but we still always come back full circle, huddle up, and make a play.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
my
saying?
motherfucking brother. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I know y'all had mentioned about like making music based off of what y'all going through. I don't know if y'all seen, like I seen it today where Tory Lanez, he just released some music from jail. Y'all know he in jail right now.
Yeah, that's some bullshit though. I ain't even.
So okay, do y'all feel like, okay, so just like devil's advocate, do y'all believe that he's in jail because he didn't sign with Rock Nation, or?
I tell you the truth, I don't believe in all that Illuminati shit, all that mind control bullshit, none of that shit. I'm a real nigga. I've been on the face of this earth. I done had good and bad luck. I done goddamn forced my blessings a lot of times. I done felt the consequences of my actions a lot of times. And I don't think it's a power on the face of this earth that can dictate me to do any fucking thing I don't want to do or dictate my situation. With the Tory Lanez situation, I think that was just a situation he in over his head with a bitch he can't control. You feel me?
You can't ignore that there are powers to be. It may not even be called Illuminati, but there are powers to be that you can.
It's some kind of gatekeeping service.
Yeah, it's gatekeeping, but I mean, that's why I say I don't move off emotion. You know what I'm saying? I make music off of feeling, but you know, as far as living my life, like nobody's gonna determine my fate regardless of the power they have. Like, you can have the most money in the world, I'm gonna go get it. If you knock me down, like I went to prison, I got out, I got a fucking job, I goddamn, you know what I'm saying, got a pack read up, goddamn did whatever I did to get to where I'm at now. I take care of my kids, even though I was a convicted felon, couldn't get a job. There's nothing in life that I'm gonna face that I can't overcome that's harder than that type of shit. You feel me? So whether it be a record deal, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, anything I might face, I feel like my mind is strong enough to see through the bullshit to overcome. You know what I'm saying? For real.
You feel like I'm the master of my own fate.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the master of my own fate.
Yeah.
So I control it. I won't give another motherfucker the overall power to do so.
I feel like with shit like that, like the media put such a spin on everything. Like we'll never know what the fuck went on in that car. I do know it was two ladies in there and one nigga, and he was fucking both of them.
It was a security guard too, right? Wasn't
yeah,
that?
And a security guard, and he was fucking too. Both of them. So at the end of the day, what you think gonna happen? I've been through similar situations like these bitches.
But you just didn't shoot the bitch.
Acting a motherfucking fool. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What the hell? But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I don't think it got nothing to do with a record deal. I think he was just in a situation where the two chicks getting into it about who he fucking with, and the shit just got out of hand. Do I feel like he fired the gun or whatever? This nigga is a fucking 5'4" nigga. I've been around Tory Lanez. I went to a club and performed after Tory Lanez because they fucked up my shit in Florida. That's the coolest little nigga you would ever meet. You know what I'm saying? And I can't speak from that one experience.
I'm about to say, that don't take away the fact that when he get in his feelings, he might turn to a little ferocious bastard.
He might, because I've seen other niggas take this turn for the worse. Do I think he deserved 10 years? No. Do I think he shot in the foot? I don't know. I mean, I done seen my uncle goddamn do worse. Man, look, we in South Carolina. I'm a real nigga.
I say that a lot on the weeks.
Look, my family can't even have no family reunion because my uncle goddamn fight his sister, or my aunt fight her husband every time they drunk. They fighting. But it's just, I think it's just highly spectated on another level because of social media. You feel me? Like, this type of shit go on over here. I ain't worried about this shit going on the internet.
I feel like, okay, let me say this, to say this. You remember the first time we heard of the Illuminati back? I think it was the Gangsta and Gentleman era. Our studio had got stole. We was scrambling. This is the Spoonie eras. I first heard about the Illuminati. Me and this nigga talked about it.
Yeah.
And I remember us being of like mind, thinking, damn, it all makes sense now. That's why we ain't on.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why niggas as hot as us wouldn't be on right now is if it was some outer realm extra shit, like you say, some kind of gatekeeping system going on. So now that I've gotten older, it might not be the Illuminati per se, but it's some weird motherfuckers that's why you keep hearing all these, I mean, they're alleged, of course, but keep hearing all these stories about what's going on with motherfuckers pertaining to
Like Diddy.
like the Diddy shit and Meek Mill, Bunny
Do you
Hop.
believe that though? I mean, what you think about the whole Diddy situation?
What's your thoughts?
What you
on it?
think?
We done talked about the Diddy situation.
But your whole absolute synopsis, you think Diddy is a freak, or is he like a person of the victim?
Nah, I think there's like maybe like a what you call it? What I tell you? Like a big like a top 5 family that own
the
everything.
Fords, all of them,
You know. So I feel like there's major families that own everything, and you have to comply with what the fuck they getting down with. So you know, when it comes to Tory Lanez, it's like you may not feel like that because you're not in that game per se, but if he's signed to that game and he's under their control, it really is like you better get down or get put down kind of stuff.
But can I say this though? If Tory Lanez would have had different representation, better representation, somebody that was for him, he wouldn't have never did no time behind that shit.
So his representation was.
Because I followed the trial, all of that. Bro, his lawyer didn't even.
His lawyer went
First
good.
of all, this is how, you know what I'm saying? This is how this shit should have went. The girl got on the stand, said Megan got on the stand, made that shit look good, right? Mm-hmm. Said whatever she said, you know what I'm saying? She a victim. The girl got on the stand, said her 2-piece. The lawyer didn't ask her about the gun. You know what I'm saying? So, naturally, Tory Lanez taking the worst end of it. The security guard show up out of no damn way. Everybody been looking for him, you know what I'm saying? Nigga show up the day of court, he get on the stand. It should have been, you know what I'm saying? It should have been a definite that Tory Lanez get on the stand and speak on his own behalf and say what he got to say. Because they already said the little dude didn't have the gun. The girl had the gun beforehand. Then it changed in court and say the little nigga had the gun.
But that's the thing. Here's the thing. If he was fucking around with both of them, why would he want to shoot either one of them? They would want to.
He's angry.
That nigga ain't shoot that gun. That nigga was trying to take that gun from one of them bitches' hands, bro. Let me tell you some real shit.
He was taking it,
bro, let me tell you something. You ever been in a fight between two bitches fighting over you?
I have.
Them nigga ain't, boy, they can act the fool and ain't no way you can keep both of them from acting the fool.
I'm with you. I'm with you wholeheartedly.
Cause it's gonna be one of them that's mean as hell and she gonna be like, I'ma shoot this bitch, I'ma cut this bitch. I've never been in a situation like that didn't have one of them in it. So
especially Megan. I'm gonna tell you something about Megan that I gather. I could be wrong.
I just don't believe
hope I'm wrong because I don't know it personally.
Didn't pull
Megan from Texas.
But I don't know.
Texas people crazy as a motherfucker.
What y'all think? Y'all think Tory Lanez guilty?
You don't think he guilty at all?
I think that nigga is a little nigga that was fucking two bitches that's bigger than him and he couldn't restrain neither one of them from acting.
So how did the gun go
drunk
off,
on that Don Julio? I think that nigga was wrestling with them bitches. Either one or two things happened. I think he was trying to take the gun from one of them motherfuckers in there fighting. Or that nigga fired that bitch off like, y'all better stop because he 5'4" against 6'2" goddamn girl that go to the gym every day and he just couldn't do nothing about it. I don't know. But regardless, the choices you make, you have to receive.
I don't want to go on record saying I think Tory did it because the whole story has been muddled to me since the beginning. But I will say,
music, though.
I am, just like I told you about OJ earlier, I'm a realist. I look at things from a real angle. Like, in terms of like, okay, sometimes I've done it. Sometimes we can get in our feelings and Cain killed Abel. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you can get in your motherfucking feelings, and when some shit happen, you can do some shit that you might regret later. I'm not saying he shot the girl, but I'm just saying that is a viable possibility.
I don't see a nigga giving a fuck that much, that got that much money. I just don't see him giving a damn. It's too much ass. I don't see it. Think about me and you. We had that much damn money, bro.
Tory's from Canada, though. We American niggas.
I don't give a fuck if he was from goddamn Egypt.
I have a theory on Canadian niggas, and I will speak on it
now.
I feel like Drake, The Weeknd, Tory, the boys try to be like us, American niggas. Oh yeah, we talk about pussy. I don't know. We talk about anything we motherfucking want on these.
Damn, I just wanted to make sure. I just don't believe
niggas in Canada are trying to be like niggas in America. That don't, I'm going on. This is AR time. I feel like we are the most influential country on earth. And if you right next door and you got a little sauce, why not try to take some from us?
Hey, if you're tender, you're tender.
But with that being said, they might not be built like us. Nigga from Canada might.
Man, I don't think, man.
He might jump off the edge of a cliff for a female.
I just don't see it. If I had that much damn money, bro, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You a motherfucking
old lady
pimp.
or not, you feel me? Like, my old lady,
every nigga
family,
ain't a pimp.
all that gonna be taken care of. Goddamn, I'm fucking these bitches, whatever. It don't even fucking matter at this point. We got enough money that, you know what, I ain't even gotta deal with this. These two motherfuckers get to fighting or whatever, or you feeling sensitive, bitch, you attack me. I got so much money, I know what's
y'all
at stake.
motherfuckers will fight.
Nigga, Uber is on the way.
These bitches going crazy.
Uber,
Get
I'm
me the
sorry.
fuck out of this motherfucker.
I'll leave them two motherfuckers standing there by their damn.
But once
self
again,
and
nigga,
be
you
gone.
ain't Canadian. You from
I don't
South
care.
Carolina.
If I was from Canada, I'd do the same shit.
I don't know. Your life experiences would be different.
Would
Yeah.
you stand there and fight? Let two niggas fight over you?
I don't think it has anything to do with him being Canadian. Like,
You don't?
You think it's the Rock Nation shit?
It could be that. Well, I think the Rock Nation shit has something to do with, like you said, maybe him having a fucked up lawyer and you know, his trial and shit like that. It may not be the situation itself. The situation itself was just like a opportunity, like a gate to open to get his ass off the market. Cause here's the thing, like, okay, so let's put it in your perspective. So like, let's just say I'm Rock Nation. I tell y'all I need y'all to sign with me, but you look through the contract and it don't seem like a good deal. Like, and you decline.
Now they on your ass.
Do you not think that they not gonna be on your ass?
I mean, I do in a sense, but I think the world has elevated so much that it's no need. Like, no person is so valuable that they're irreplaceable. I truly believe nobody is irreplaceable.
It's not that. It's the money aspect. They don't want you making that money. They want a piece of, because like they'll see you making money or whatever. They want a piece of the money that you making.
But I'm gonna tell you something. We so blinded by shit like that. See, I'm not saying you blinded, but the thing about it is nowadays, these artists not even making that much money. The YouTubers are making 10 times the money an artist is bringing in quarterly. 10 times. Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me you gonna nitpick on an artist so much to get him locked up because he won't sign a contract when it's people out here making 10 times as much and you a leader of this whatever? Bro, I
see where you going now. You saying you don't see the need to nitpick on somebody that's lower in scale of revenue.
Unless they already spent some money on him.
Hell no, that nigga is somebody who got caught up in a mix with two drunk bitches that didn't know how to lead the situation.
Because he Canadian.
That nigga goddamn well, because he Canadian. That's the reason. Because the nigga Canadian. We can all agree, goddamn. There's a little bit of everything in there. That nigga was goddamn a dummy that night.
Canadian is like world server.
I would have told the security as soon as we would have all got out of the car, nigga, drive. I hate to do it. I told you. Even my closest homies know if a situation get out of hand, you know what I'm saying, I got your back. If we fighting, but I'm not finna stay there and argue with these niggas for 15 minutes after we already fought them. Mm-hmm. We getting in the car, we going, I'm getting in the car and I'm going.
We gotta leave.
It's the same situation. You gotta be smart enough to handle any situation. That's like my situation with the whole damn Fujiano situation. Like, that shit crazy as hell. But looking inside of it, I see both sides of the spectrum. Like, you can't control the people that you have with you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you with some niggas that really love you. Like, these my dogs. Mm-hmm. From the sandbox. They ain't finna let nothing happen to me in this bitch. Mm-hmm. Regardless of the consequence. You can't take that away from them because regardless of what I say, they gonna do what they gonna do. Mm-hmm. I gotta be smart enough to handle the situation after the fact or whatever, you feel me? And I hate that shit happened to him because Fujiano was a good person. That nigga was funny as shit. That nigga bought the jersey off my homeboy. We all went to my video shoot. in jerseys, you know what I'm saying? This nigga like, nigga, I want a jersey. He done bought the jersey off my homeboy back because he just country.
That nigga Fujiano, once again, he country. He walked up on me, that nigga said,
Real shit.
that nigga said, hey, man, I ain't never seen them motherfucking Jordans right there, dog. He said, boy, I ain't never seen them. And these was the Jordan 9s that he wore in Space Jam when he told Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, go back to my house and get my shoes.
Yeah.
I had the same ones though, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, I ain't never seen them. And I'm thinking in my mind, damn nigga, you ain't never seen the Space Jam 9s, all this money you got. But once again, he's a modest, humble country
People
man, you
just
know what I'm
ain't gonna let
saying?
that happen to him, and that's a misfortunate situation. I hate that girl lost her life. You know what I'm saying? That whole
Yeah, that was
situation
fucked
is
up.
crazy, man. It's just crazy.
And like he said, he had just shot a video with Fujiano the week prior to that.
And
so
it was
he
dropping
that
the
night
day
we had talked
before.
about it like we gonna go up here and fuck with Fujiano them and woo. We was gonna go. It didn't go. And all hell broke loose right here in the city of Greenville, South
I was
Carolina.
on my way up there. Niggas called me to see if I was straight. That's how close I was to the shit, but just crazy, man.
Nice.
Misfortunate situation, but it's so many of them now. With the Diddy shit, though, I just understand. I don't know. I look at shit from a different light, because I'm a so whatty type of person. So I look at shit from a different light. Them niggas freaks. Them niggas is freaks. All them niggas that go to the Diddy party, they just freaks. You got some freaky ass people out here that like some kinky ass, weird ass shit. That's just they shit. He done been caught up. He just got too freaky. Them drugs and the freaky shit, they been doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. We down here in the country, we live by a different code. Like, that shit is exile. Like, take that weird shit over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Up north, it's a little more freedom. Like, you got hippies and people don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They welcome black people and all of that different shit.
But I hate to go back to it, but that go back to my initial point with you're from the American South. Once again, key word in there, American, your ideals, your morals.
It's
how
some
you
freaky
move.
shit down here, too.
It is, but look how you said you were gonna exile it. If you were gonna exile it, if you was from another place, you might be like, I'm gonna get in cahoots with the shit.
Nigga, I ain't gonna go. That's just like making a decision to go to the damn gay club or not.
But
like, you know what I'm
everybody
saying?
don't think how you think,
Shit.
considering that your life experiences and your teachings are different. You are from the Bible Belt, Spartanburg, Project,
Yeah, everybody
South.
don't hold the same damn
You know what I'm
moral
saying? You can't
standards,
think
yeah.
a motherfucker on the other side of the earth finna just entirely think like that.
Hey, I ain't got no problem with it.
They might be a little more green
They just...
or naive. The
I don't-
naivete might be a little different.
I don't think it's that though. I think it's because it's not all because like I feel like the people that you talking about, that's just one part. But then you got people who like shooting people. They like harm. Like they like the control factor.
Yeah.
I think it's more power control versus these just some freaky niggas that didn't want to get caught. Like
I don't. I think it's just more spectated nowadays. Cause I remember when I was young, you gotta understand, I'm from Spartanburg. I grew up thinking I ain't never seen nothing outside of Spartanburg. Like my cousins trapped everybody. Like the only
got some
only
crazy
people they
ass
looked up to
motherfuckers, too.
was
Real
niggas that was
gangsta,
trapping or niggas that was the one nigga that could play football good or basketball good. Like there's no outside world. I ain't even know anything existed outside of this shit except for Carowinds till I was like 13. You feel me? Like. And I done seen some wild shit from young. I done seen a nigga that I played Little League football with. He got killed at a gas station. You know what I'm saying? He was the quarterback, like, of the best Little League team that was coming up. You feel me? Got shot in the face at a gas station down the street from my house. I done seen my neighbors fight. A little boy got shot and was killed. Nigga knocking on somebody's door. I came out the house and seen that type of shit. You feel me? So it's like now, and you know now like it's just spectated more. It's more like involved. Those are the things that get the clicks. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's a lot of conspiracy and all of that shit go on, but I don't be into all of that shit. I'm a real nigga. I'ma live my life, take care of my family. and goddamn go on well. Whichever way it come, it may. I don't know. That's just how I'm programmed. Ain't no excuse. I ain't never see my mama make one. You feel me? Ain't no excuse for nothing.
I hear it, man. That's a good perspective. Like, you really challenged my logic on that, considering that I really never thought about it like that. You know what I mean? I ain't think about it like.
I feel like
I am a little more so on the conspiracy side of it.
I just think I understand that there's real life.
I just don't care.
I feel like there's just a little bit of both. Like, there's real life situations that get people in trouble because there's some shit that we just look at and we like, okay, this motherfucker was hanging out with the wrong people or whatever. Or, had this motherfucker did the right decisions or whatever, he would have made it or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to be the same way. Even back then, remember when we first started thinking about this shit? You know what changed my mind about that shit? You ever seen that movie 23 with Jim Carrey? I know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're
where that nigga make everything equal 23. Everything. No matter what you do, everything equal 23. He found out a way
to decipher it back to 23 no matter what.
That shit drove him fucking crazy. And I realized, like, we read so much into other people. You got your own life to live. That shit ain't, I don't know. It's a gift and a curse because, like, all that shit don't affect you immediately. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it does on down the line or something. But if you spend your time worried about what the next nigga got going on,
you'll hinder yourself from the present.
You missing that time you could be spending getting further than what you do. I just don't give a fuck enough. I don't know. Fuck that. I don't know.
So
I ain't
gonna
drive myself crazy.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that this generation, musically, is a bunch of one-hit wonders?
Yeah, they one-hit wonders.
You don't think there's no longevity in music at the current moment?
Well,
because I think everything is recycled. It's all recycled.
Samples and ideas and melodies and hooks, etc.
So, what was it on the Shade Room? Did y'all see the B. Simone thing where she was saying, basically she was trying to turn on gospel and somebody turned on Soulja Boy and she was like, ain't nobody trying to crank that hoe, and Soulja Boy went off on her ass. Did y'all see that?
Sensitive as hell, man.
He wild though.
He's a fucking media slut, bro. I don't know. See, my outlook, that's why I don't be on podcast. My outlook different. I see the world from different angles. Like, Soulja Boy is another nigga like Kanye.
Is he considered?
He just a media slut. He see his name mentioned, he engage with it in the worst way because he know it's gonna get clicks and the nigga is really filtering out. When the last time you heard Soulja Boy?
That's a great point.
Nobody want no
He
features
knows
from
nobody.
Soulja Boy.
He's not relevant.
That's the
so
only
if
way
he
can
dare
get some
see
relevance.
you put his name in some shit, I'm finna
know.
ride. Oh, you done made me relevant again. I'm finna go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm finna go crazy.
So,
wow.
okay, so, like, going back to AR's thing, like, the music nowadays, are these people just one-hit wonders to where 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, it's gonna be like B. Simone, like, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Like,
it is. Because you know what? It's already like that. Think about how selective you are in what you play as an individual versus what you hear in the club when you ain't got no say-so on the radio.
But you answering these questions great, brother.
It's real shit. That's real shit. Just think about it. At the end of the day, like, you know, I think it's all being recycled in a sense. Like, I realized, like, I done dissected all of this shit. Like, when niggas like Lil Wayne stopped dropping and T.I. stopped dropping, it made more room for, like, Moneybagg. Now Moneybagg at the top. But then J. Cole dropped it. No momentum shift. Then this shit with K-Dot and them come around. The momentum shift. Everybody kind of want to hear lyrics now. Now everybody want to be cool and be from the culture. You feel me?
It's all the difference is being pushed at the current moment.
What made the difference throughout all of this shit is that's why artists drop singles, because they don't have to put their thought process in the whole album. They can just, I can beat you with consistency. They gonna see me more. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? I got more for them to select
So
from,
consistency
quantity
is
over
the
quality.
game, basically. Is like you remember what I said about the baby? You said about him like putting the diaper on.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff like
baby,
that.
We seen him in South by Southwest in
Tell 'em,
Austin.
bro.
Yeah.
With the
Real
with the
shit.
diaper. Like he was in his. He wasn't the baby
That
as we
nigga
know him.
opened
Me and
up
Bronx
for us
seen him.
on a tour. I was on a Costel Vodka and Monster Headphones tour, and this nigga opened up for us down there with the. This is when that nigga had the black do-rag, the black bandana tied around his head. He was still like
That shit is humbling
hood nigga,
to think
you
of.
feel me? Like we had to tell them niggas get that nigga off the stage type shit, and he was like, "Yo, respectfully, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. I just wanted to get some footage." Like, cool, you feel me? That nigga probably wouldn't even remember that shit today, but you know what I'm saying? It's humbling to think about that, but I fuck with the baby.
Off the strength of that, when I realized that was the same nigga that I saw in Texas with that baby shit on,
That nigga
I
wasn't
said,
no hoe.
But just think
he
about-
a real nigga.
Just think about as far as him and being an artist that puts himself out there. Like, how do you feel like it's different than what these artists are doing
Look
now?
where he from. See, niggas down here, that's
He from
everybody.
Carolina.
You know what's crazy? When I go to all these damn record labels and shit like that, submit my music or talk to them on the phone, that's the first thing they ask me. What do I have to offer, or what do we in South Carolina have to offer? It's a difference because we not exposed to all this crazy ass, weird ass shit. If we are, it's in our own backyard, and you grow to overlook that shit or handle it a certain
Like
way.
you say, egg salad. Yeah.
Ain't nobody taking no shit around here. Like, niggas, we ain't going for none of that.
We
That's why
take
I
for
can
granted
truly
how
say,
real we are in South
yeah,
Carolina.
Like, we ain't got shit, man. These
We
motherfuckers
do.
is on our ass
So who
anyway.
do you like? Okay, just to throw
Real
like
shit.
I ain't trying to throw motherfuckers under the bus, but who do y'all feel like right now is hyped, but it's probably just like a phase, like a one-hit wonder right now?
A bunch of motherfuckers. Huncho.
Like, okay, Honcho.
Huncho is a
Definitely
phase.
Huncho.
Huncho is hot right now. You know, he's tall, dark skinned. The hoes love him.
That nigga look like Future.
But he do. He look like Future little brother. But his music is very one-dimensional. It's very simple. And 5 years from now, a year from now,
Nobody gonna be thinking about
nobody
it.
will be thinking about
I
it.
give you a prime example of that shit. When the last time you heard a Yellow Beezy song?
Great example. He tried to ride that Mo 3 wave. They shot Mo 3, woo woo woo, all that shit. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
nigga was at the top of
they
That was
need
it.
that Mo 3 shit to be relevant. Like, ain't nobody listening to them boys, Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy and shit. Like, ain't nobody listening to that shit like that. Like, that shit is a seasonal type of
But I feel like
music.
it's by the song. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that the industry has
It depends on what
capitalized
the
on.
song is?
Yeah,
Okay.
it depends on what the song is because you can have a sorry ass artist make a fucking timeless hit just because it resonates. You feel me? It don't. I'm saying it's just by preference. Like that's why I learned to stop caring so much. Because it don't matter. You can like the wackest shit in the world. I still sing Baby Shark, do, Baby Shark. With my damn, you know what I'm saying? Because my kids, every time that shit come on, it triggers something in my mind. I'll be like, God damn. You feel me? It's just, it's a one-hit wonder. It don't mean it's good music. It don't mean it's bad music. It's just preference.
So who else besides Honcho?
I mean, what you mean right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, that little nigga Baby Kill.
I don't even know who that is.
You know who Baby Kill? Oh man. See,
but
you
I'm
don't
gonna tell
even
you
know.
something else,
y'all,
though.
hey,
But hold on.
y'all don't understand. Man, this nigga got the youth by the balls worse than Young Boy.
But to be fair,
Young Boy.
I told somebody this the other day. There's so many rappers out right now that it's hard to keep up with all these motherfuckers.
It ain't.
You don't think so?
Just go to trending every day. You'll see.
I ain't got the mind capacity of the fucking energy to
I
put
be
in
on
with
these
these
niggas'
motherfuckers
ass
right
because
now.
I want to know. I want to see.
Until one come out that I feel like
I
it's
wanna
nice
see.
as me, I pay attention
Okay,
to them.
so-
But
okay,
all that
so-
trendy shit, they
I
can
want to
have.
know. I want to be on it. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm
flip it.
I'm with you though.
I'm just one of them people.
Flipping the coin. Besides the one hit wonder, so who do y'all feel like was an influence then? Since these
As
people.
far as new,
It could be old. Like, who do y'all
my
feel like
influences don't
you?
count for everybody else. I feel like people that influence the culture the most in our generation is Lil Wayne, Future, T-Pain, Drake. I don't even put Jay-Z on that list because I only select 50 Cent. Put 50 Cent above Jay-Z. That's pretty much who I put at the top.
So y'all,
Jay-Z maybe because of the bars.
Who you saying, Mike?
Left.
Kanye.
Fuck no. Man, Kanye was hot, but you know what?
But hold on.
His mentality.
his clone
Kanye
took
is
over.
retarded as hell, but
Well,
his
his
music-
clone done
but
took
ain't even gonna
over.
lie, his music
My
was
Beautiful Dark Twisted
influential.
Fantasy
You
was
can't
different
take
as
that
fuck.
from that nigga.
But I can't stand that nigga. That's the problem. I can't be like that. I should have said Kanye, just like I should have said Jay-Z, but I don't like Kanye, man.
I'm
That
with
nigga
you with
is
Jay-Z and
fucking
Kanye,
crazy.
but they are influential. Our favorite Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne loved Jay-Z the
I don't
way
give a
I
fuck
love Lil Wayne.
if Lil Wayne love Jay-Z. I don't care. I like
Okay,
Lil
alright.
Wayne music. Only CD I like from them, Jay-Z was The Reasonable Doubt, and that's because of how he was flowing repetitiously. All that other shit, that shit is, I don't like it.
But see, for
I
me
don't give a
personally,
fuck.
me being a fan of Lil Wayne to the extent I was and really tapping into him and honing my craft to his skills, it made me want to pick his brain. When I heard him say, my favorite artist of all time is Jay-Z, and he's my favorite artist, but I don't like Jay-Z. It made me kind of be like, what did I miss? So I then went and re-listened to Jay-Z, and I could even hear how Wayne, okay, like on Hit 'Em Up, how he say, pistol lay aside of the armrest. Yes, lay a nigga down in this mess. That's Jay-Z. Like with Jay-Z
But
rap
listen,
like
though.
that. Like the intricate pausing but bringing something in. I got it then. I said, okay. But I'll hear somebody tell me, listen, when I listen to but listen, when somebody will tell me, Josh,
Wayne do that shit better.
he do. He took it and mastered it. Kind of like Michael Jordan did with Dr. J. Dr. J was the first free throw line high
true.
flyer. Michael
That's true. You
Jordan
gotta
figured
pay
it out
homage.
and took it to another level. Sometimes
You gotta
you
pay
can take
homage.
from even you and me. Look how you take things that I taught you and take it to another level. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It
real
happens
shit.
like that, bro. Sometimes it goes like that, and I'm like, okay, well, damn, Wayne, I see where you was at with it. I can see why he was inspired, being as intricate
That's true.
as he was. You know what I'm saying?
So
I don't know.
let me.
But Wayne is better than Jay-Z. We
Goddamn
gonna
right.
Yeah.
Jay-Z can't spell motherfucker Lil Wayne.
Shut up.
I'm going on
So
record.
one of the people that you named though was Drake.
Yeah.
Now y'all know the whole Drake, Kendrick, Jake. I don't even count J. Cole at this point. Like this nigga.
Yeah.
J.
But
Cole,
okay,
we
so
see the
like
way out of it.
they felt like Kendrick won, the whole shit because of they not like us, but you still feel like overall.
I feel like, I'll tell you this, I feel like Kendrick won the people. Drake won the song war. Because Drake's songs was harder. His tactics, see the thing people ain't realizing how Drake done won all these beefs. That nigga tactical, bro. He just tactical. Like he put the fake baby and all of that shit in the mix, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Kendrick won because he made it a us thing versus a me and you thing. He made it a Compton thing. He made it a black versus white thing. He made, if you standing on that side, you weird type shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's all like, that's the type of shit like that you think about, like mind control type shit, because you can play on somebody's mental so hard that when you see somebody else doing something, you fall in line. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with it, because when you hear something repetitiously, you automatically gonna like it until you love to hate to hear it. You feel me? It's just like the Shark song, the Baby Shark song. Like, you listen to that shit and you're like, oh, this all right for the kids. Oh my God. If they play that fucking song one more time.
It just in your head. Yeah.
That's why I done got with that. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And see, what turned it off for me is when, you know what I'm saying, nothing against white people, none of that, but when I seen the corniest white dude I know riding beside me in a redneck truck playing that shit, and I was like,
Kendrick used complete reverse psychology.
No.
He made it for the culture,
this ain't it.
but even had the white people on it.
This ain't it.
Kendrick got a big white fan base anyway.
All of them do.
Love him.
All of them do, bro.
They love
if
him.
you go to concert, you go to enough concerts, you'll understand, like, the white people buy the tickets. And there's nothing wrong with that because they enjoy music the same way we do.
Mm-hmm.
We as black people, I think we just more invested in ourselves than in the music. So
We so far behind
we don't
life.
care about seeing these niggas doing it on stage.
No,
wanna
we can
hear
watch
in
it
the
on
car.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So, okay, because like what y'all described, though, even talking about like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and talking about just like how they flowed, like how does that play into, I want to talk about both of y'all writing process because both of y'all have like, it's very interesting. Like I've seen both of them in the studio and it's just like, I'll see AR in the actual booth and like Bronx will be like, nah, do it like this a little bit. And R will switch it a little bit and like Bronx will listen and be like, okay, now do it like this. And it's just like they'll play off of that and they'll create something just like right before my eyes. So talk about that as far as like creating something and writing like what y'all said, like that timeless music, because I feel like I said, even being in the club and seeing AR, like people be still rocking this stuff, and like it's just like how do you create something that people are gonna rock 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Off
a feeling. Like I think I got away from writing. Like I don't write because like now the last 5 years I probably got 3,000 songs, you know what I'm saying, in my computer right now. But it's because I work late at night, I work by myself, you know, I work with other artists, I'm an engineer too. Mm-hmm. So sonically, I just learned like, sooner or later you burn out on shit to say. Like when I said the same bars in a song that I've said before, I said, okay, fuck this pen. I can't do that pen no more. So my process is pretty much I go in, I pick a beat I like, I go in, I work on the song, I punch in, or I listen to the beat about 10 times, get to thinking, and I go in and just go over the beat, you know what I'm saying? And I finish the song. I just make it a point to try to finish every song I work on right then, because if not, I'm gonna decide not to work on it. And then once I finish that song, I try to go to something completely left field. Like I go from a lyrical song to some fucking pop shit. Because I don't want to say the same shit. I don't want to talk about the same shit. I don't want to even the sound
have the same vibe.
None
I was about to say a different mood for each song.
Mm-hmm. And I freestyle all the way through that shit. And if I like something, I keep it. But most of the songs like Push and Pull, that whole album was those songs. That was being in there with my homeboy and him being like, him taking all them songs and I'm just like, I'm trying to clear my mind on and being like, man, let me send this to my phone. I want to hear this. And me being like, man, well, fuck, let me put it a little bit on it, you know what I'm saying, so it sound good, and sending it to him. But really, I was doing that type of shit to clear my mind, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like to write no more because I feel like it's just too staged. You feel me? I don't know. It just ain't the same.
AR, what you do for your writing process?
Okay.
Try to take their head off.
The exact same, but I have a slightly different approach mentally because I come from church background with music. So initially, you know, my uncle was a pianist, you know what I mean? being with my uncle, I might come to my uncle and I might be like, I got a song I gotta sing Sunday. I gotta sing it third Sunday of the month. Can you recreate, this is prior to YouTube and all this shit now, mind you. Can you recreate me something that sounds like this? And I would give it to my daddy's brother, my uncle. Shout out Uncle Ant, you know what I'm saying? And he would go and he would play the piano over a fucking a recorder, a tape recorder, and then send me the tape. And it was always slightly different than what I initially sung it.
Mm-hmm. He put his own spin.
He put his own spin on it. So what it taught me to do, this is early in life now. What it taught me to do was, as I heard you say earlier, and I thought to myself, God damn it, boy, if that ain't my nigga. It taught me to use my voice as an instrument. Because now I gotta figure out how to creatively use my voice as an instrument to one of the instruments that's going on in the song. Then I met Big June. Once again, God don't put you in front of nobody you don't need to meet. He makes beats. He would make different type of beats, and I would always notice it would be some offset instrument.
Shout out Big June.
Shout out Big June. In the beat that would make me kind of gravitate towards it a little more. So I started learning to then, and you helped me with this too, Bronx. It's all a learning experience. It helped me then to try to figure out the weirdest sound in the beat and make my melody to it.
Made that shit stand out.
Make my melody to it. Mm-hmm. And that's my creative process. Now, off the strength of Uncle Ant and this brother right here, I will go in, I will hear some shit, and I'll be like, okay, how can I offset that in the AR way, but still be on melody, be on beat, be on tune, be on time? And as we spoke earlier, now you have to factor in usage of words. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So with all these things at play, I do like what I learned from my boy Michael Jackson, my favorite artist of all time. Michael Jackson scats. If you listen to Michael Jackson, he's coming up with the melody to the song, and then he comes back in and he fills in the words later. Mm-hmm. So I might record myself doing a whole scat to a song, and the pieces from the scat that I like, those become what I use for this fucking song. Mm. Yeah. And I fill in the words, as we said, in its most minimum way as I can, and that's the fucking song. Yeah. And sometimes it don't work, but 90%, there's a 10% chance it don't, but 90% of the time, it's spot on, man. You know what I'm saying? People like it. Yeah. People react to it very well, even if it ain't what I really wanted, like we talked about earlier too. I ain't like my video, but y'all liked it. I ain't like them pictures, but y'all did. Even if it ain't 100% what I thought in my head,
you still drop
people still react to it in a genuine enough way to where it gives me enough confidence to keep going and figure it out and work through the motions, and it's a growing process. I've been doing that since the Gangsta and the Gentleman. I didn't do it with the first 3 5-stars, but since Gangsta and the Gentleman, I've been using that method. That's your Thief in the Night. That's your Do You Ever. Mm-hmm. That's your motherfucker. That's the ones that really stick in your mind now. Like, that's how I create them.
It's feeling. That's what make the difference, because when you get to a point, like I learned, you ever seen the interview Lil Wayne did, or Bun B did, where he talked about Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne is my biggest inspiration on music. You know what I'm saying? Just like Josh said, that's one thing we correlate on. But he had that interview and he was like, Birdman he just goddamn sculpted Lil Wayne into the artist we know today. He turned him into a young king. He been rapping since he was 12. He gave Lil Wayne everything he ever wanted in the studio. But he can't get shit outside the studio. Maybe I ever smoke, I said I smoke in the studio. I drink in the studio. You know what I'm saying? That's become my release. And it's a gift and a curse too, because a lot of times, like, I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. You feel me? I don't even be worried about the shit. But I go in the booth, just release, let that shit fly. You feel me? At the end of the day, like, that music makes the difference. Because I feel like if you don't show a vulnerable side, nobody gonna want to hear that shit later on. And that's the timeless music you make. Think about the time. Think about the times you've been in the club and you heard song and you ain't heard that shit no more until you hear it and you be like, damn, that used to be my shit. But think about the songs from years ago that you still play, like Luther, like Aaliyah, like, you know what I'm saying, Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, Outkast.
They evoke the feeling.
I feel like that's what made the difference in Outkast because Big Boy was he was the rapper.
They were talking about their life, so like you said, like things that they were going through and and
Andre was really like just damn real life shit, spiraling it down. You know what I'm saying? And we both do the same shit. You feel me? Like I don't want to be such a good rapper that, like Eminem, for example, that nigga can rap circles around every damn body, but nobody want to hear that shit.
Because it's like too personal.
Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Versus me, Lil Wayne.
It's just like trying to rap.
My song, Lil Wayne. I take you on a journey through my pain, but I've heard niggas literally tell me like, damn, bruh. And that's why I even do that little monologue I do before it. I don't know if I did it the other night. I think I did more or less. But I always, normally before I do it, I be like, hey, yo. Hey, man, how many of y'all got a motherfucker in your ear right now telling you that you ain't never finna be a motherfucking Lil Wayne and telling you ain't finna be this, you ain't finna be, pretty much a naysayer. A person in your life that's constantly in your ear telling you ain't finna be what you finna be. That's universal. Now, even if a motherfucker ain't a rapper and they don't feel like they ain't finna be Lil Wayne, I already got you there. I got you like, and I learned that from J. Cole. You see how he do his shows at the Dreamville? He'll do like a little talking intermission in between each song to gravitate you in. You know what I'm saying? That's mind-boggling genius to me. Like, it's like, okay, damn. So I tell you that, I already got you prepped up. And then I hit you, B33, hit them keys, boom, dum, dum. And then I come in with that shit and, damn, my baby girl is a demon. You like, what the fuck where he going with this?
Okay, this is where he going. You already know.
Now you get it. And then by the time I get into it and I get to explaining my plight, my personal situation
something
with this,
relatable.
You be like, damn. I will never be alone. You feel that shit. That's what it means. Like, you gotta figure out
with the shit.
Return of the Mac. That nigga's heart was broke. That bitch did him dirty. But you know what? Now, it's the return of the motherfucking Mac. I'm back. I'm doing my thing. Y'all, I told you I'll be back. You feel me? Like, that's it. That's how you gotta translate that shit to a universal message to where it's conveyable and people feel it. But you gotta be you at the same time. Because people feel that too. People can tell when you being authentically you, like, damn, that nigga really talking from the heart with that shit. Whitney Houston, I have nothing. She talking to Bobby Bryant. Think about that. That's why I love that song. She's talking to Bobby Brown. They were interacting with each other at the time. I ain't got nothing, but you show me a different life. You show me a different way. I don't need to really look very much further. I don't really need to, you know what I mean? The word, she's talking to this man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the only way it can
That's the only way it can go.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I guess it was more about, you know, like you said, the heartbreak, the pain that you're going through. Niggas nowadays, they so, I guess, worried about concealing all of that because it's more fuck you.
Like you say, Kaden going through.
Get over on the next person, fuck their homeboy kind of shit. So that's all the music is about, and there ain't no connection to it because that's not normal.
I think we fail as people to realize that everybody go through something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't realize that nobody's perfect. Like, you always take at least one person in your life and be like, damn, that motherfucker got it all. That motherfucker this, that, and the third. That motherfucker this, that, and the third. Damn, I'm over here struggling. You don't realize the pain them people feeling neither. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I think that's the key to happiness is to stop caring about the next person. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as like not being empathetic, but as far as in order for you to prosper and find growth and start working towards growth in yourself
Coveting.
is coming to terms with your flaws and embracing them, because the same things that you hate may be the same thing that everybody else love about you.
Coveting. That's one of the 10 Commandments. Thou
That
shalt
shit
not
real.
covet. You can't covet what another motherfucker got or
Right.
doing. That's a sin. You follow me? Like, if a motherfucker got a Corvette, you can't be like, that's how it was explained to me. You can't be like, I want that Corvette. You gotta be like, damn, I want a Corvette like that. I want my own. I aspire. You can't want what another motherfucker. Every time you do that, it's human. But every time you do it, you're subjecting yourself to that pain and the anguish and the fuckery that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. You cannot covet. You cannot want what another motherfucker want. You gotta be in tune with your star motherfucking player, and you gotta keep that shit like that at all times. Because once you do, you're gonna feel some type of motherfucking way.
Like, what you aspire to be? Like, this is my chance to get to know you too, So, what do you aspire to be? Like,
I aspire to model, be in like commercial modeling and fashion modeling and stuff. And like with y'all, like honestly, like I really get a lot from just the two of y'all pinging off of each other, and I guess like it's kind of hard to see like how do y'all stay together, because like you see people like the Migos that break up, you see what is it, City Girls that break up, even the people that y'all name, Michael Jackson, he was part of Jackson 5,
Justin Timberlake, Beyonce.
Yeah, so it's just like y'all talk about like, yeah, it was pain and stuff like that y'all put into your music, but then it's like y'all coming together with two different maybe life perspectives and scenarios.
I think the biggest thing with us is like I don't know. It's just like being from the South, being from where we at. I was raised by my mama. My mama always preached accountability. You know what I'm saying? And my mama, man, look. My mama will come to you and tell you what you're doing wrong. Like you rust your feet ashy,
Put some lotion on that.
Put some lotion on them feet.
A realist.
Realist, you know what I'm saying? And I learned throughout life, to be a person that's not afraid to be like, tell my homeboy he fucking up and mean it and hold him accountable.
So why do you...
And accept him telling me the same shit. You feel me? Like...
So why do you feel like people break up then?
I feel like people break up because they don't know how to tell people how they truly feel, and it only grows deeper. You know what I'm saying? Once I can't speak to this man and tell him how I truly feel about any situation, I'm gonna go tell somebody else. That opened up a gate for somebody else to tell you they issues with him, and then y'all bond grow or whatever. But I feel like it's the failure to overcome, you know what I'm saying, what's within self. Like, I feel like as a man, I should be able to say, you know what, I know AR gonna feel some type of way about this shit, but I'm still gonna tell this nigga, because if I don't, I'ma go tell Pusha.
I'ma feel
and
bad
Pusha
about
gonna
it.
tell me this and give me insight, and then you might talk to 10 other motherfuckers that got a problem with him, but at the end of the day, we only had
and
this.
it corrupts your mind.
We only had, this shit we had was this big. Now everybody done told me this shit. Oh shit, boy, the list long. I don't even want to fuck with them no more. And I feel like that drives a void in between people that you can't let go. You gotta have your own experiences with people. If you don't, and you listen to everybody else, because my relationship ain't the same as with them. I done robbed niggas, but I ain't never robbed none of my homeboys. I can truly sit here and say that. Everybody take on me ain't the same. You might talk to the nigga I robbed, they might be like, that nigga set me up, that nigga was conniving and manipulating me, and
talk to a nigga you love, he be like, bro, that nigga give you the shirt off his back.
Yeah, you feel me? So, I think that's what the difference is. I feel like as time grows, egos grow. As money comes along, egos grow. And you still got to keep that connection to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be humbled by your homie and not feel disrespected. Because if I tell him something, I'm not going to do it on Front Street. I'm not going to be like, We in the middle of the club on the mic. Hey, bro, you fucking up, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm a call and let, bro, listen, bro, that shit you pulled, bro. We can't be out here moving like that, this, that, and the third. You feel me?
Yeah.
And a lot of people lack that connection, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talking through text now. Like, you can't feel the energy of a phone call that you can through text. I feel like that plays a major part. You got to be able to communicate.
That communication, I feel like, is key. And then I think something you said, ego. A lot of egos that go into it because, you know, everybody trying to look out for themselves. At the end of the day, they trying to make it.
Yeah, we all want 1 million followers for doing completely nothing and just taking a picture or drinking a damn Bud Light or whatever the fuck the case may be. We all want 1 million followers. You know what I'm saying? And we look at it, it's so spectated. Like, I feel like people get so caught up in what everybody else got going on. I done missed death so many times. I appreciate life on a different level. You feel me? I've been through a lot of shit. I'm just happy to be here. I ain't never think I'd live past 21. Real gangster, real nigga that don't give a fuck about nothing and nobody. My kids taught me different. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I changed. That's the reason I'm the person I am today.
But groups don't stay together, man. Groups are a collection of ego and purpose.
They not all right. You always got one. I feel like it's always one that hang on or one that feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's just jealous. It's always like that. It's just weird energy. It's always like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, at some points in times when I was younger and Josh, the AR be doing this shit and niggas more receptible to his shit than my shit, or niggas tell me I'm whack and I need to work on my shit, I felt some type of way as a kid. You know what I'm saying? But it's
that's
like,
human.
Grew out of that shit because he would be the one to be like, bro, you know what? This how you do this shit better. You could have done this shit better. And I'd be, okay. So now I understand what I did wrong. I don't feel that type of way. I can't feel malice towards the person who helped me.
And at the same time, even with motherfuckers saying that or thinking that, I still, with all the shit I had on the line in my own fan base or whatever have you, I was like, fuck that. I made songs with this nigga.
Trying to tell you.
I'm finna put this nigga, I'm finna drop a motherfucking whole shit with this motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
And you finna listen to his
that's the
part.
faith you need.
You get what I'm saying? Like, cause I believed in what he was doing and I heard it and I already knew it was next level. Like, and now that you listen to it in retrospect, you can see I knew what I was talking about because it accents what I was doing so well. I used to get that feeling when I got in. He was the only person I could get in the studio with back then that was like, okay, what he gonna come with or what we bounce off of is getting ready to be totally cohesive. I couldn't do that with June. I couldn't do that with Ant. I couldn't do that with Quail. But it was Bronx that was like, ooh, gave it good to me. How we finna flip this motherfucker? We finna really flip this shit. And it always went a completely different direction and it was fun.
It was fun.
It felt like work with everybody else sometimes. It felt like, okay, damn, look at the pressure of this.
On me, boy.
Damn, I gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Step it up. And
it was
feel me?
fun with Bronx and it came out so
But it's always been like that. Like, even when I was young, like, I'm the youngest out of all my cousins. My big cousin's crazy as fuck. It's fuck. They crazy as hell. They wild, they crazy. Everything up under the sun. You know what I'm saying? I used to follow them around and just be little bros. You feel me? And like, when I became a member of Kilo Camp, everybody had been rapping longer than me. So I felt the same pressure, but it's like, when you get used to something, it's like, okay, you take it what they telling you to become better. You don't take it as to cut you down type shit. Because it never deterred me. It just made me work harder for real. And I feel like that's lacking nowadays. That's why you got all these one-hit wonders. That's why you got all these people. Like, there's no artist development. Like, I've actually went in labels and tried to do all that Bobby Smurda shit, jumping up on the table and rapping my shit. The fucking 20 people, and they being like, well, nobody's gonna like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta take that and go back to the drawing board sometimes.
Like modeling. Models go through the same shit.
And done that shit
I
and the
just don't
motherfucker
know.
like, yeah.
Actresses and models go through the same shit. I don't know if we're really looking for that right now. You know what I mean? It's a real cut.
Gotta put something else on.
Motherfuckers will tell you in a minute.
Work to your strengths.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
I don't like that, you know? And you gotta take that and go back and build on it.
I don't
Make
think
it
people
better.
are vocal enough. If you don't like something, say you don't like it. I don't think a lot of artists have the backbone to say
Tell
what
somebody
they don't
like their song.
The tell, no, not even that, just to like, because the thing is, okay, so I worked with somebody through my songwriting contract. He had an artist, and the artist was dope, but he was young, needed some work, this, that, and the third. Wrote songs for him. He went and got a full distribution deal for the artist and all of that, but they wanted him to rap on different beats because they want to appeal to Fortnite players, gamers. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They felt like his sound on like techno EDM beats would take him through the moon if they push it through Fortnite through ads. And the artist couldn't comprehend that, but he did it anyway, and it made him falter out because it made him give up because he couldn't do it wholeheartedly. You feel me? Like, you gotta speak your piece. You feel me? If you want to do something or you don't like something, like if you take a picture, you don't like the angle, tell the motherfucker, nah, retake that, because that also gains you respect. As an artist, we learn that. That's why if you've been in the studio with us, you'll hear say, nah, I don't like that shit. Move that shit over here. Nah, let me redo it.
And that's why Al is so good.
It might be, they say it straight. Like, nah, let me do it.
Al will let you know, hey, nah, like he was doing you the other night. Nah. Hey, you do it like this. Like, and Corey said, dang, and when you, I don't know, you probably didn't hear him because you was in the but Corey said, hey, Al, you got a good tune, man. You got a good tone, man. I like how you telling them. And I told him, I say, bro, Al been helping me through my shit. I might do some shit that I think in my mind is cool. Like, hit a note or do a run, and Al be like, nah, AR, and like you just said, it need to go like this. And you
gotta take the critique.
He's
right.
right.
Take the critique.
It does sound better going
it.
down a note like that, or going up a chord like that, or maybe being a little flatter right there. Like, you have to take that. You know what I'm saying? That extra perspective helps.
Do you deal with shit like that with modeling? Like, you know what I'm saying? People critiquing you a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the game though. Like, just going up in the industry, being able to, like y'all said, network, because it is a networking thing. I think most of the gigs that I've gotten was based off of the people who I knew. So, you know, what y'all saying is like correct as far as making those connections with the right people. Even what you said about Al, as far as like having somebody that can listen for that, like
finding interest at heart.
Yeah, finding those key players, and it's just like getting those key players, and it helps you to get to that level that y'all want to go to. Do y'all feel like okay? Do y'all feel like what does the future hold for the Alphabet Boyz? How do y'all feel like y'all?
Shit, man, this is a forever friend. Man, real shit, you know what I'm saying? If nothing else, which the music is coming too. The music is coming soon, but you know, this is my dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we didn't do music together for the rest of our life, it wouldn't even fucking matter. Like, this is my motherfucking dog.
Wouldn't even matter.
You feel me?
In the rocking chairs.
In the rocking chairs.
But talking like, cash shit.
I know you got a plan. I knew it.
We gonna slide off. We goddamn put 9 in.
Yeah.
We rolling off. We rolling off. But real shit, I mean, for the Alphabet Boyz, we just aspire, you know. I think we both agree that, you know, we doing it on an independent level now. We not worried about no record deal. We just doing us. And I think that's acceptable, and that's gonna give us better range of motion and let us grow and prosper a lot faster than sitting here trying to do what makes or break other artists or looking for, you know, acceptance from a record label. Because, well, I don't give a fuck about that. I do it, man. I make what I want to hear, what we want to hear. You know what I'm saying? We want to play the shit at the house And when all our homies out in the yard playing cards and dominoes, and everybody be like, yeah, or they be like, nah, turn that shit off. I still like that type of shit. Like, niggas don't like my shit, I want them to tell me, you feel me? But that holds the same, he hold the same core values that I do, like, you know?
I definitely do. I feel like the Alphabet Boys is here to stay forever and ever and ever. What we've done is going to catch hold eventually. You know, like there's no way it cannot. We got a new album on the way, as we stated earlier. It's fucking crazy. The melodies, the concepts, and you know what the scariest part about it is we ain't even really got in our bag yet. We ain't even got in our bag, and the songs we got
We just doing
are
shit.
so out of this world that it's just like, okay, as long as I can listen to our music and feel it in my heart and soul without trying to make myself believe that what we just made was competitive or comparable to what's in the industry standard right now, I can sleep well at night knowing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because that's what I aim to do, is make industry standard music and just do what I love to do, which is make music.
Appeal to
You
our
know what I'm
people.
saying? And get it received and loved by people who love music as well. So that's the future of the Alphabet Boys right there, man. We here.
We working.
We working. We still
working.
here. We stronger than ever. Don't get it fucked up. It's the Alphabet Boys. Red Booty and Thomas O'Malley, the Alley Cat. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Hey, they don't even know about that.
They don't know about that.
Bring that shit back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we had time, y'all, but I appreciate you, Bronze, for coming on.
Man, you know it's love. It's
we're
love.
gonna have to do like another spin-off or
Yeah, I
whatever. Now that we
appreciate
done
it.
got to know y'all and really talk some shit.
After we drop the album and everything, and the
Yeah.
reception of the album come out.
That's
come
my
back.
brother, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, anytime for real. Like, we really be cutting up, you know, but we got some shit to say too. At the end of the day, we be cutting up, man. This my dog for life, but we done been through so much different shit together. For real, the world will never know, bro. Trying to tell
Some of it we can't tell y'all because we don't want to get incriminated.
We done a lot of damn wild shit, man. Even young, man. You know them young stories you have as a teenager. Like my first car was raggedy as shit, boy. We used to you have to get out and smack the back door. You know what I'm saying? For the light inside to cut off. So everybody 2-3 miles. Like, man, goddamn, Josh, how about hit the back?
With my
Hit the
left
back door
hip.
to cut the light off.
I had to hit the back of the motherfucker with my left hip.
Then I had
And
a
the
car.
lighter turn off.
Ain't nothing but one door open up, photo car, old school. Like, man, we used to be in that bitch riding, boy, the whole damn hood. Telling you, we done had some good times. For
But I
real.
tell y'all one thing before we leave. I take my shades off and look at you straight in your motherfucking shit and tell you this. You might never in your life see pimps like this in person again. So, in ode to the 1970s, we out, baby. This has been Knee Deep. The boy AR, the 5-starter, the Duke of Dance, the Prince of Party.
That nigga said the Prince of Party.
Hey, and Miss Versa Lee, and the boy O'Malley, the Alley Cat. Appreciate y'all tuning in with us on the next episode. One love. God bless.
It's real.